Man, had some opportunities late. Lariano got a double. Game where Carrasco labored to get through 4 and change. Handed it off. Guardians really couldn't string hits in this game. An error gave the Guardians 2 runs. Yankees had similar things happen. But in the 9th inning, Lariano leadoff double. Shaky strike 3 call. Bobo, very shaky strike 3 call. And Florial, and away we go. I agree with you. I thought both were not. I thought Bo Naylor did not check his swing. That was a ball, not for a strike, and that should have been Florial ball 4. Umpire got Yankees fan, not great stuff. Sloppy, we didn't earn it. Jared, there was some sloppiness in the game for Guardians for sure. They had some moments where they weren't at their best. Yankees had some moments too where they weren't quite tightened up. But you know what? Here they were at one of those games where it didn't look like the Guardians get a hit, and then all of a sudden 2 runs come in, and it's 3-2 in the 9th. You know, give credit to the Guardians bullpen. Herron, Eli Morgan, doing their thing. That was such a bad call, I agree. Umpire gave the Yankees that game. The 9th inning, the calls were shaky offense. B. Cato, Florial shouldn't be batting anymore. Agreed. Lariano, I know he got the double. He's got to get more hits than that. I agree. Clay Holmes is a shaky closer. I'm going to repeat that. Clay Holmes for Yankees is a shaky closer. So there's some things on there that have to happen better for the Guardians, of course. No one's disagreeing. But Guardians still had their chances to win this game. Lariano needs to be running out of the box. I agree with you. He looked at that, did a Kirk Gibson. Bo Naylor had an awful at bat. I thought Bo Naylor did, but he did check his swing. I thought he checked his swing to get another pitch. I think Naylor did swing. I didn't think Naylor swung. I don't think he did. Florial was really bad too. How did we lose this game? Guardians had a hard time figuring out Schmidt, the starter for the Yankees. Couldn't get anything going in this game with him. But once they got to the bullpen, they finally got some runners on base, and then a big error by the Yankees. Should have been a double play in the inning. Instead, got 1 out, threw the ball into the box, 2-run score, 3-2. And the Guardians' bullpen strung out the Yankees, which was good to see. Unbelievable call. We got the night game tonight. We'll be fine. I hope so, Braden. I hope so. They're going to have to, I'm telling you, key to this game tonight, length. Guardians need length from their starter. Would have loved to see him vote, come out there and argue. I agree with you. I would love to see some fire from him. Boy, I'll tell you what. Boone is annoying. Bottom half of the lineup sucks. Jarrett, they've had some struggles. Rocchio, let me be clear though. I like Rocchio. I like what he's doing in Rocchio. The catcher situation's fine. But Lariano and Florial, call up Manzardo already. I'm ready for Manzardo too. I'm also ready for a little bit of Delauder. Rob needed to grab one today. Yes, that's true. Scotty Wags, always good to see Scotty Wagner. Got to win tonight. Jared, I'm not there in April. Got to get length, though. The Guardians got to get length in this game. Cannot keep doing this kind of stuff where they rely way too much on their bullpen. Bottom half of the lineup, not great. Umps need eyes checked, but not the only reason why we lost. Liam, I agree with you completely about that. That's a very fair statement. What a terrible call. Need to get that game, too. Bullpen looks fine. Liam, but they're racking up a lot of innings early this year for the team. Guardian starters are not giving any length whatsoever. And when they don't give length, this is what happens. Later in the season, your bullpen starts to get burned out. Happened to the Guardians last year. I'm going to just say it. I'm worried about it this year early, too. They've got to get length. Umps made us lose. I don't know about Umps made us lose Guardians page. I love you. I love you, Cleveland Guardians page. Oh, come on. I don't think the Umps made them lose this game. Brennan and Freeman can't be in the 5-hole there. Freeman, I agree with you. Brennan, I definitely agree with you. I think it would be nice to see Manzardo, Delauder in that slot eventually. Be honest with you, David Fry's kind of earned. I think David Fry's earned some more at-bats. I'll leave it there. Vote's been a little soft. I don't agree with you about that, Jared. Soft is not the term I would use at all. I wish George. I like Stephen Vogt. Just because he doesn't argue as much as Boone doesn't make him soft. I wish George was still alive so Boone would get out of a job. Cam, to be honest with you, I think it's a good thing for everybody that Boone still has that job. I don't know if he's a good manager. Why isn't Fry playing every game? Adam Jacobs, I'd like to see more of Fry too. I just said the same thing. B. Cato, I don't have a prediction for DeLauder or Manzardo. I don't have a vibe or feel. I get the feeling, I'll say this, B. Cato, don't be surprised if it's sooner rather than later. Guard starters is our weakness now. I agree with you, Jared, about that, actually. I would like to see Xavier Curry get up at some point and start pitching. I know they said Gavin Williams is pretty close. Sam Henches, who's not a starter, is coming back, which is good. Got to get some youngsters up here who can pitch. I like Hunter Gass in the bullpen, so I don't want him going back and forth. Absolute bogus call. Yes, about the Florio call. So how do you think we lost? We lost because we couldn't string hits together against Schmidt. Schmidt got too comfortable, and once the game got kicking, the Guardians really couldn't get anything going. That's what happened here, Cleveland Guardians page. Schmidt was very tough on the Guardians hitters. And once you get into the latter part of the game, the Guardians finally got some hits together. That's what happened in this game. What was he up seeing? I don't know. I still don't think Bo Naylor struck out 2 on that check swing. I really don't. Yeah, Umston caused. Jared firing back at Guardians page. Florial is frustrating. I don't know what else to say. I've seen enough of Florial. Gotta be honest, I've seen enough of Gabriel Arias. Gabriel Arias is not prime time. Not prime time. We ought to get there, man, and defend our players. What's the key to tonight's victory? Getting length from the starters, Jared. You're asking a key to the game. It's actually a key to the entire season. The Guardians have got to start getting length from their starters. Also, got to knock around the Yankees starter. Yankees don't have a depth of bullpen like they used to have. Knock around their starter and force them to use their bullpen. That's what happens. Thoughts on having too many utility players? Joe, I don't think they have too many utility players, to be honest with you. I think the Guardians are trying to figure out their team. Quan, check. J-Ram, check. Jimenez, check. Josh Naylor, I think Rocchio, I think those guys are checks. What they're trying to figure out is, does Josh Naylor go to full-time DH? I don't know. Because if you do that, maybe bring up Manzardo. That makes a lot of sense. I think they're trying to figure out center field, kind of, but I think Freeman's got that spot pretty locked up because he can play the glove. I think Freeman needs more at-bats. I don't think we see enough of Freeman to get a fair judgment yet. Right field is so up for grabs. That's what I see. By the way, I like Bo Naylor's bat a lot. Bo Naylor's got to do a better job of catching the game. Too many pass balls. I'm going to leave it there for right now. So I like Bobo, but he's got to do a better job of not getting pass balls. We lost because the offense still has too many holes like last year. That's fair, Bighetto. 3-2 man is just fine. He card, we know, but okay, Jack. Yeah, frustrating game, Jack. Good to see you. Adam Jacobs, 10. Rocchio's first pitch, double play at bat was an absolute killer for us today, too. That was a killer. That was a bad at bat there. You're right. We have anybody on the bench to pitch hit for Florida on that spot. I mean, we just rattled him off. I think David Fry needs to get more bats. I'll just leave it there. I think David Fry does. I think Arias, Florial, I think we've seen enough. Lariano, you want some more? Sure. Riley Hall, how you doing, buddy? This later game, the starting pitcher needs to stay in longer. Agree with you, Riley Hall. I've been saying that throughout the whole live. Brennan ain't great either, but had a nice play in the outfield today. I agree with you about that. I think Will Brennan has moments, but I don't disagree with what you're trying to say there. No, Barlow. Barlow. Damien. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I agree with you about that. Florio is frustrating. I think by the end of June, we will see Manzardo up. I agree with you about that. Riley Hall Productions. Need a true DH, really. Yes, we do. I agree with you. I think Josh Naylor's heading towards that, though. Brennan's another Miles Straw. I don't agree with you at all, BK, about that. In fact, it's not even comparable. Miles Straw really had a hard time hitting at all. Brennan actually shows at times power where he can drive in runs and do things with his bat. Miles Straw really never showed that outside of one big hit in 2022 against the White Sox in September. He had a big base hit in that game, Miles Straw. Other than that, I can't remember too many big hits from Straw. Manzardo, DeLauder, Liam. You're wrong. You're wrong. No, wrong. BKdo. Hey, Liam. Oh, good to see JC Jarrett and Liam go back and forth. Bad LB Browns from Florio. Good to see you, LB. As always, Brennan has short leash. I don't think he does. I'm done with Florial. I've been done with Florial 2 weeks ago. I agree with you. Who said that? Grant. Riley. Also, what frustrates me is the last couple of years, Yankees are a kryptonite. Well, Liam Riley, the Yankees have had a kryptonite thing over the Cleveland Indians, now Guardians for a while, to be honest with you. But the Guardians and Indians have had their moments, too, against the Yankees. And we did a film called War on the Diamond that talks about that. Check out War on the Diamond. I don't agree either. I don't understand why Fry isn't playing every day. Caught, I just said the same thing. I'd like to see more at-bats from Fry. Miles Strauss isn't hitting into Myers. Damian, he's hitting below 200. Again, Miles Strauss hitting below 200. Ugh. Guards need more home runs. Jarrett, that's fair. They still don't have enough power, but they're hitting much better this year. What's Brennan hitting right now? He's hitting under 200, B. Cato, I'm sure. I don't have the stat in front of me, but I'm sure he's hitting under 200. Can't win without power hitters, cheap-ass front office, says B. Cato. Hi, Ann. Hey, Brian. Hey, Tiffany, too. All right. We got Game 2 coming up. Buckeyes recap is on the reels. I thought the Buckeyes for a spring game. Look, you can't get too much in these scrimmages. The Chip Kelly show is here, and it's exciting, and I think Howard's going to be the starter in the fall. I think we can beat them. Of course they can, Liam. Give it time. Yankees by all their players, says Tristan. Yes, confirmed. BKO, why are you so mad this team has surprised us so far? Agree with you, Damian. Be back here after the game. Guards and Yanks again at 6:10. B. Cato and Damian fight it out in the fan pit later on. Be back here after the game. See ya. Go Guards.